It's me, Sam, and this is by Hook or by Needles. And this is also day 3 of NOV-VLOG. NOV-VLOG number 3. And I thought just today I'm just going to work on a Christmassy headband that I'll probably send my daughter, who's currently living in England. She got her PhD in, oh God, what did she get it in? Oh, I always forget. It was something to do with bioinformatics or something like that. Yeah. Stuff I don't understand, basically. She did her PhD on breast cancer and how it metastasizes and what it metastasizes into, and how the type of cancer it metastasizes into can help with choosing a medication for it and that sort of thing. She's at Cambridge University, where she is currently working on on leukemia in children, childhood leukemia. They're looking at cures and causes and cures, I believe, but also they're looking at treatments and how treatments are administered. I mean, currently, if a child has any illness that requires regular hospital visits or hospitalization overnight or whatnot, the parents or parent, depending on, you know, how many are available to go, are normally sort of required to, you know, take the child into hospital and take time off work and stay with the child while they're in hospital, you know, and the child misses out on school and friends and, you know, everything that sort of comes with, or everything that should come with a normal childhood upbringing. But what the UK are trying to do, as I say, she's at Cambridge University, they are trying to pilot, I think, this new what would you call it? A new national health scheme program for children in particular. And what they're trying to do is make it that the child does not have to go to hospital for their treatments. They are trying to make it that, you know, a child can stay at home, go to school still, you know, mum and dad can still, you know, sort of go to work, or at least be at, you know, at home. You know, they can be with their siblings and all that sort of thing. So, and the idea is, you know, a nurse comes in with the infusion of, I presume, chemo or whatever it is that the child may be needing. And, yeah, and the child, you know, because usually the chemo infusions only take a few hours at most. So for a child to have to drop out of school, basically. Drop out of, move away from all their friends. Because some of these people, they have to go to the big hospitals, which are like, sometimes in some cases, hundreds of miles, kilometers away. And, so not only do they have to move away from school and whatnot, they're moving away from all their friends, they're moving away from, any close family, and it's obviously very hard on the child. So this new program is working to try and make it possible for these kids to receive care in the home so that they can maintain as much as possible a normal childhood. So I think that's pretty cool. And my daughter is named Holly, and because she's named Holly, I just love making her stuff, or, not that I've made her much, because, I don't think she particularly likes it when I make her stuff with Holly on it, but, I've gifted her earrings with Holly and that sort of thing, and, I thought, well, if I make her a hairband with, some holly berries and holly leaves on, she might wear it at Christmas. Because I've always said to her, I named you Holly so that you could wear Christmas decorations all year round. Which I didn't, but, that's not the reason I named her Holly. I named her Holly because I really did like the name. But, yeah. So that's what I'm making here. But she won't be home this Christmas. She was in the UK last Christmas, but she did come home for Christmas. And the year before that, she was actually at home. But she's still going to be in the UK for maybe another 2 or 3 more years. So, we'll wait and see what happens. It's a lot of money, and to be perfectly honest, I'd rather see her spend that money on seeing something of the world. She's in a prime location. She's in the UK. She's in a prime location to see Europe, to see, and she has. I mean, she's been in Athens. She's gone to Toronto. That was for work, though. She went to Toronto, Canada for a conference, but they still sort of, and they stayed on a few extra days. When I say they, I mean her and her fiance, stayed on a few extra days just to see something of Toronto. Where else have they been? They've been to Athens. They've been to Rome. They've been to Florence. They've been to Ireland. They've been to France. I think they even went to Czechoslovakia. Why can't I say that? I've always been able to say that country name. Anyway, they've been around. When in Ireland, they went to the, sorry, I'm trying to watch what I'm crocheting around the corner, around the side of the camera, because I can't follow what I'm doing through the camera lens. It throws me off. So if I keep disappearing, I do apologize. It's just because I'm sort of going, where is it? Yeah, so. Or should I mention what I'm using? I probably should, shouldn't I? Not that it's really a tutorial or anything that I'm doing. I'm just working on this. This is some Hobbii Christmas Friends cotton. It's the 4-ply. Now, 4-ply, that is fingering weight. Maybe number 2 in the US. It might be number 2 in the US. But, yeah. Okay. Doesn't say there. Doesn't even have a colour, but obviously it's good. Oh, hang on, no, there we go. 1, super fine. It's classed as super fine in the US. See, I wouldn't have thought that was a 1. I really wouldn't have thought that was a 1. I would have thought that would have been more of a 2, but what do I know? Anyway, so I'm really trying to pack these half double crochets in there so that when it sort of stretches, not that it's gonna matter amongst all the hair, but you know. Anyway, so yeah, I thought I might do a nice sort of Christmassy hairband for her. And then at least, you know, normally I give my kids money because they always want money, and then they can do whatever they like with it. And what they usually do is go to all the Christmas sales on Boxing Day. Now, for you Americans, Boxing Day is the day after Christmas. The UK, Canada, and Australia have Boxing Day because it is a UK. I say Canada. I'm guessing. I'm assuming Canada has it because most Commonwealth countries are aware of what Boxing Day is, and they do have it. So, but yeah, and so they go to all the Boxing Day. Oh, I'm having such trouble today. Boxing Day sales, and they manage to buy up lots of stuff. But I also like to make them something small if I can to open, whether it be a pair of socks or something. And I thought something like this would be nice and lightweight to mail to England. And I think according to, I saw a post the other day, I got an email or something from Australia Post saying that the last day for sending overseas, for it to get overseas was the 12th of December. And that, you know, and then they sort of pretty much say, yeah, well, look, we'll guarantee it gets there. But, yeah. You know, I just like them to have a little something to open up. When you get cash all the time, it's a bit annoying that you don't actually have a gift. Okay. And this is really quite nice. I like this cotton. It's a really pretty green, and it's not really showing up as what it should do. It's much lighter, I think. No. Anyway, so just put one more in, I think, and then I'll join it. So that's what I thought I'd do today, is just make this. I've also promised my son, who is currently in the country, he's coming down for Christmas. He will bring his girlfriend, and I promised his girlfriend I'd make her a monster. She's got this jumper that she wore when they came down a few months ago for my son and my birthday and Father's Day, and on the jumper it's got a picture of a monster. I will include the picture in the video somewhere, maybe even here. I don't know if I can. What time? Okay, I'll see if I can slot it into somewhere here. I still haven't learned how to overlay photos. If anyone knows how to overlay photos onto videos, let me know. I'd love to be able to overlay a photo so I can just keep on talking, but the only way I know at the moment is, you know, to insert a photo at the beginning or the end, or to cut it in the middle, a video in the middle, and insert the photo, but then it's silent while the photo is showing, unless you want to play some music over it or something. But anyway, yeah, so I thought, oh, I'll make her the monster, because she's got this, you know, jumper with this big orange monster on it. I thought it was quite cute. So I might do another round. I don't know whether to, actually I might do I'm tempted just to do a ruffle. I wish I had a sparkly, oh, I do have a sparkly yarn. I do, I just realized I do. I have a sparkly yarn I could use. Oh, yes. Oh, look, brilliant. But where did I put it? Now this is the key. This is the big question. Where did I put my sparkly yarn? Oh dear. It could be anywhere. I need to do a cleanup. Oh, it could be anywhere. I do need to do a cleanup. And then I might, you know. But I could do a few rows of this, and then I could try and find the sparkly yarn. That would look nice. That would look nice. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, so, but yeah, so anyway, she's not coming home this Christmas. Oh, and I'm using a 2.75 millimeter, but she won't be coming home this Christmas. So, well, like I say, I'd rather her see the world. She saw Michelangelo's David. She sent me a photo. Again, I might insert that if I can find it to insert. They've been to the Sistine Chapel as well. My daughter bought my mother some rosary beads from there, and I asked her, I said, well, are they blessed? And she said, well, I don't know. And she said, I assume so. And I thought, well, yeah, you've got to think they've probably been blessed by someone from the Sistine Chapel, which would be nice. My mum would like that. So, oh, my eyes. I'm not used to using this really tiny yarn. Really tiny hooks. I do better when knitting, I think, with the finer yarns. Just because, well, just because once you know, that is one of the positives of knitting. Once you get all the stitches on the needle, they're on the needle, and you don't, it's a lot easier to find where to put your needle. Whereas when when you can't see properly or well, and it's very hard to feel your way as well. I know Frog from Froggy Went to Knitting Jennifer. She's legally blind, and she was sort of saying that she says, I still look down at my crochet and knitting, even though I can't see what I'm doing. She says, but it's just that habit of I always look down because that's what I did before, she'd lost her sight. And but she now feels her way, and I'm just sort of thinking, how does she feel her way when it is so small? And I know she knits with I've seen her do some knitting stuff with some fairly fine yarns, but actually I haven't seen her crochet with something really fine. But yeah, it's just brilliant. And then there's now Marsha. I think Marsha is black, what they call black blind, meaning it's like a blackout. And Jennifer is like, she has the macular degeneration, which is where central vision is gone, and she has a little bit of peripheral vision. But I think Marsha is Marsha Blind Creations. I think she changed her name to most recently, because she's I won't lie, she's had a few changes. Let me see if I can find it. Looking. I'm pretty sure. Oh, don't tell me they've unsubscribed me again from her. Unless she's changed her name again. Oh, let me have a look. Let me have a look. Ah, it's Marsha. Let's have a look. Nothing's coming up. It doesn't look good. Oh no. Oh, hang on. No, she's called herself Blind Stitches Creations. Now that's changed, Marsha. I'm sure it used to be Marsha Blind Creations, but she's having trouble, you know, deciding. I think on a catchy. Yeah, see, I've got her listed, so I'm still subscribed. Well, that's good. But I mean, worth checking her out, and she actually was challenging people to make a granny square, just a simple granny square, blindfolded. And Jennifer felt that was a pretty good idea too. So I've not yet done it. I don't like, you know, I mean, the idea of not being able to see what I'm doing terrifies me. I think I'd have to peek. I'd have to peek and see what I'm doing. Oh dear, so this is quite wavy, but that's okay. I want it wavy. So anyway, that is what I said was day three. Oops, I missed a stitch. On day 4, I might do just half an hour of silent knitting. I don't know, or I might save that for later in the week. That's rippling really, really nicely. I missed Granny D today. She didn't, she's been offline because her daughter was visiting. Hannah, her daughter, has been visiting, which has been great for her. I mean, it's always nice when you get a visit from from family. So she took some time off, which totally understandable. I mean, why wouldn't you? You know, relax and just do things and go shopping and eat out and do all the, you know, things that you can do when, you know, family visit. But yeah, I think her daughter's gone home, and she was going to come on, but then she decided not to, because I think, I can't remember, she did say in her community post something about not wanting to disrupt a auction someone is doing. Someone is doing an auction. I think they're doing a fundraiser for, well, I don't know what for. Might be for, I can't remember who it was. My memory, I'm assuming it's for the hurricane victims. I could be wrong. Don't shoot me if I'm wrong. I'm just assuming that that's just you know, it's like here in Australia. If we get a bushfire disaster, then, you know, we're all putting our hands in our pockets for that. And every Good Friday we have what we call the Children's Hospital Pill. And, the amount of money that raises. I mean, it raises tens of millions of dollars. And that's not bad considering we've got a population under 30 million. So, yeah. But, yeah. So I'm just, like I say, I'm just assuming that that's what it's for hurricane relief or flooding or something like that. It's always good to support those things. So I replied to her and I said, a day with it start, because when when Granny D comes on, it's usually 6, 7 a.m. for me. But now that your clocks have gone back again, it might be 5 or 6 a.m. I think. So anyway, 5 or 6 a.m. and so I sort of said, starting a day without a big old howdy it just starts the day poorly. I need my daily howdy. But yeah, I'm sure she'll be back tomorrow, I hope. And of course, Mrs. C is on in the afternoon your time. Which I think Granny D is live at 5? Is she 5 p.m? Wherever she is. I mean, I don't even know her location. I mean, other than it's in America. And Mrs. C is the same time every day. Is it 12 p.m. or 1 p.m? Once again, I don't know, because all I know is for me, she's usually on at 2 a.m. But the last few weeks she's been on at 3 a.m. because of daylight savings. But now that most of America has put back their clocks an hour, it'll be back to 2 a.m. And I'm usually awake at 2 a.m. watching. But yeah, so hopefully she will be on. Granny D and Mrs. C will both be on tomorrow. Now, okay, now where do I go? That's that stitch, that's that stitch. It won't matter really if I increase, will it? It won't matter if I go in there and increase, because it's only going to be increasing by 1 stitch. And to be perfectly honest, who's going to notice? And it doesn't really matter because it's ruffling anyway. But I think 2 rows of green are probably enough. So I will snip there, and I might find my sparkly yarn. What I might do with this red is make some little like amigurumi ball type things, and just put a couple, and then leave a long strands on them, and then sort of fit them in and tie them on to the band. I'll do a cluster of 3 for like the berries. I could do that. I'll do it just the once, and then make some holly leaves maybe. We'll see. Anyway, thanks for watching today. Thanks for coming in, for those that came in, new and old. Please feel free to like, subscribe, and comment. Comments help. Liking helps, but subscribing really helps. Makes me also do another row on me crochet and knitting subscribers scrap blankets. So, make me do some work. Okay, people, please take care, and I'll see you all next time. Bye for now.